In this video, I'll attempt to make realistic miniature leaves. Welcome to the cult of crafting. Take a look at these leaves. Even though we might just think of withered leaves as brown, there's actually a lot of variation in the colors, which also change depending on the season. Now, what I like to do is take lots of reference pictures throughout the year, and then just completely ignore them when it's time to actually build something. At this time of year, the leaves are mostly shades of brown, red and yellow. I'll start by coloring some paper for the leaf material using cheap acrylics. Oh, and by the way, we're almost at 1 million subscribers, so please do subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this. I painted a bunch of sheets in greens, oranges, yellows and those nice reddish browns. To create the leaves I'm using these leaf punches. They're just like normal hole punches, except they punch out tiny leaves instead of boring circles. Just slide in the colored paper, press, and you've got some lovely leaves. I originally got 4 from Temu, but they were too big for Warhammer, so I bought these 3 from Green Stuff World. As far as I've seen, they're the only ones making leaf punches this small. Here's a size comparison. The big one is just huge compared to the Space Marine, so I'm gonna make a bunch of the small ones. When I've finished a batch, I put them in a Ziploc bag so I can keep track of them. Now, you don't have to use painted paper, of course. You can just go outside and collect some leaves. It's trickier because they curl up, but it definitely works. The problem is that you have to find the leaves in the right season. Also, I don't know if the colors might change over time, but they do look nice. Alright, let's build a tiny autumn scene using more materials and techniques I've never tried before. What could possibly go wrong? I'll make some wet water, mixing 1 part isopropyl alcohol with 3 parts water. If you don't have isopropyl alcohol, you can also just add a couple of drops of dish soap instead. I'll also dilute some white glue with water in a ratio of about 1:4. I take a piece of XPS foam, brush on some white glue and sprinkle brown grout on top. Then I shape a little path, adding texture with a brush and even some muddy tracks using the back end of the brush. I spray the grout with wet water first, which is supposed to saturate the grout without disturbing the surface and let the glue soak in instead of forming beads on top of it. Unfortunately, the spray bottle drops were too big and instantly destroyed all the detail. So yeah, I need a bottle that can make a finer mist. I add even more glue, redo the tracks, sprinkle on just a little more grout, and then I let it dry. In hindsight, it'd probably easier just to mix the grout and glue before applying it to the foam. Okay, it's time for grass. I start with 2mm straw static grass. I just dab on a little wood glue and sprinkle it by hand. This first layer doesn't have to stand up. Then I use a static grass applicator with 2mm autumn grass to build up the texture. Tap off the excess and we have a nice grass layer. I wanted some taller grass out towards the edge, so I added 4mm summer grass as well. While that dried, I painted the edges black. It's time to add the leaves. I sprinkled the darkest first and then the lighter ones on top. On a real path, leaves get stepped on, kicked aside or dragged into the mud. I tried sweeping them around with a big brush, but that didn't work, so instead I picked them up one by one with a slightly damp brush and placed them where I wanted them. To lock them in, I sprayed them with a very diluted glue mix at about 1 to 10 glue to water. A few leaves went flying, so they needed to be rescued. To make the scene more fun, we need a character. So here's a lone ultramarine. He's probably out hunting heretical hobbits or something. Since the path is muddy, I wanted him to sink into the ground a little bit. I should have placed him while the mud was still wet, but instead I cut 2 holes for his feet. I make more mud from glue and grout to fill around his boots and splash some on his legs. It ended up being a little bit too much actually, so I removed some of it using wet water. To make puddles, I squeezed clear UV resin into the ruts. I dragged it around with a toothpick to make it look more realistic. And finally, I cured it with a UV lamp. And now it's time for the final result. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.